Like we mentioned earlier, it was only recently that Deepa's parents got to know of her ill health and what had taken place. Surprisingly, they too had taken her to a pujari, assuming that she was possessed. Thankfully, the pujari was sensible. He told them to admit her to the hospital. Now the parents know of the trauma that their daughter had gone through. They want justice for her. They want their daughter to get back on her feet and continue with her education.
ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಅವನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಹಂಗೆ ಆದದ್ದು ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಇದ್ಲು.
ಏನು ಎತ್ತನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ ಸೇರ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತ?
9
ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗೋಳೆ 9ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸು. ಅವರು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಟೈಮಿನ ಓದ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದರು. ಬೇಡ ಅಣ್ಣ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಓದಾಗ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬುಕ್ ಇಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದೀವಿ.
ಈಗೇನು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ? ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ಲು ಅವಳು ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ? ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿ
ಅದೇ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಏನಾರ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಏನಾರ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಅದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆಗೋಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸುತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ನಾನು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಕಳಿಸೋದು, ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಕಳಿಸೋದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಕೊಡ್ಕೊತಾಳೆ.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ತಿದ್ಲ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ?
ಓದ್ತಿದ್ಲು, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರೀತಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಇದ್ದು, ದಪ್ಪಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದು ಹುಡುಗಿ. ಅವ್ನ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹಂಗಾಯ್ತು.
2 ತಿಂಗಳಾಯ್ತಾ 3 ತಿಂಗಳಾಯ್ತಾ ಹಿಂಗಾಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಗಳಿಗೆ?
2 ತಿಂಗಳಾಯ್ತು. ಮೊಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ 2 ತಿಂಗಳಾಗೋಯ್ತು.
The irony is that Deepa only had fever until she visited the Maulvi. And now there is a lot more pain and misery that she is going through. It is for her that the Jai Karnataka activists are now striving. It is for her that they are staging protests. They want justice for her. They want the Maulvi to be punished severely so that it could be a lesson for everyone.
ಏನು ಅಪ್ರಾಪ್ತ ಬಾಲಕಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ರಾಮನಗರದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಮುಲ್ಲ ಅತ್ಯಾಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಖಂಡಿಸಿ ಪ್ರತಿಭಟನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆ ಮುಲ್ಲನಿಗೆ ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಜೀವವಾದಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಅಥವಾ ಗಲ್ಲು ಶಿಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ವಿಧಿಸಬೇಕು. ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ನೆರವನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಸೂರು ಒದಗಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು.
The severity of the case has reached its peak, compelling senior police and child care officials to visit Deepa and inquire about her health. They were seen talking to Deepa and trying to console her. They have assured Deepa's parents 50,000 rupees for her treatment and strict action against the Maulvi.
ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಾವು ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಕೇಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಪ್ರಕರಣ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸಹಜ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ತಾಯಿ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಲೈಂಗಿಕ ದೌರ್ಜನ್ಯ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಈಗ ನಂತರದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದೆರಡು ಇಂಟರ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅದೇ ಅವರು ಬಾಡಿನ ಪೈಪ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇದು ಪೋಕ್ಸೋ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಲೈಂಗಿಕ ಅಪರಾಧಗಳ ತಡೆ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಅಡಿ 2012 ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಥರ ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಮುಟ್ಟೋದಾಗಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದಾಗಲಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 7-8 ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅದು ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಪ್ರಕರಣವನ್ನು ಬರೀ IPC ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪೋಕ್ಸೋ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲೂ ಇದನ್ನು ಕೇಸ್ ಬುಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ರಾಮನಗರದ DSPಗಳು ಅದನ್ನು ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂತ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿದೆ. ಅವರು ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇದನ್ನ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಣ್ಣುಮಗುದ ಗುಪ್ತಾಂಗಗಳು ಮುಟ್ಟೋದಾಗಲಿ, ಎದೆ ಭಾಗ ಆಗಲಿ, ಹಿಂಭಾಗದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಟ್ಟೋದಾಗಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದು ಕೂಡ ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಅಪರಾಧ ಪೋಕ್ಸೋ ಕಾಯ್ದೆ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದು ಅತ್ಯಾಚಾರ ಆಗಿದೆನೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದು ವೈದ್ಯರು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಅತ್ಯಾಚಾರ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಆದರೂ ಅದನ್ನು ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಲಕಿಗೆ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ನೆರವು ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಂಗ ಇಲಾಖೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹಣ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇದೆ, 50,000 ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಈಗ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
It is indeed shameful for a Maulvi to have committed such a heinous crime. Syed Mujir has now been arrested. But will Deepa get justice? Will the punishment be equivalent to the pain that Deepa has gone through? Is there a punishment severe enough to make Mujir feel what Deepa feels? We don't think so. Ravi Lalipalya for News 9, Mandya.
She fell in love with a man but got married to another. Everything in her life ran smoothly until she got married. But the paramour, who could not digest the truth, hatched a plan and did the unthinkable to his lover and her husband. It was a case of murder that was made to look like an accident. The cops too had a tough time during the investigation. So what is this all about? Let's find out. May 29th, 2014. Rastapur Cross, Shahpur Taluk, Yadgir district. It was around 11 p.m. on this fateful night that an unthinkable incident took place in this locality. The people of the locality were about to sleep when they heard the sound of a blast. It seemed as though there was an explosion somewhere nearby. People stepped out of their house to see what had taken place. They were shocked to see two vehicles fallen into a pit on the highway. It was an accident that had taken place on that fateful night that created an explosion-like sound. People rushed to the spot and were curious to know what had happened. They went near the car to see if there was anybody alive. Such was the intensity of the accident. It was a clash between a cruiser and an IndyCar car. When they went near the IndyCar car, they saw 4 people lying in a pool of blood. While 2 were severely injured, the other 2 had breathed their last. On the other hand, there was no one inside the cruiser. They thought that the driver had absconded. The injured were immediately shifted to a nearby hospital. One of the villagers alerted the Shahpur police about the incident. Accordingly, a team of police arrived at the spot and began investigations. During this, they learned that the deceased were residents of Rabanahalli in Yadgir. They were identified as 26-year-old Gurulinga Reddy and 23-year-old Bharati. The deceased duo reportedly got married on May 20th and was going to Bharati's parental house in Rastapur village to attend a family function. A team of cops then looked around for the identity of the accused driver who had absconded, but nothing was found. Meanwhile, the investigation took a new twist when one from the crowd called the cops near the cruiser and showed them something shocking. It was a machete, a packet of chili powder, and a bottle of poison. This led the cops to suspect that it was a case of murder, a pre-planned murder that was well executed. As there was no evidence to prove that it was a case of murder, the cops initially registered a case of accident and began their investigation. A team headed by Shahpur CPI Nyamagowda investigated the case. Initially, the team suspected it to be a case of murder, as they found no circumstantial evidence for the accident to have taken place. It was a highway and the road was broad enough for 2 vehicles to pass by easily. The FSL reports confirmed that the driver of the IndyCar car had not consumed alcohol or fallen asleep during the incident. So, now it was definite. It was a murder plan well executed by the mastermind. Hence, the team started collecting information about the owner of the cruiser who had absconded.